Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll be reviewing Jurassic Park from 1993, directed by Steven Spielberg. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Happy Stormtrooper Face for suggesting this. Let's begin. As you know, we'll be starting with the good, and for the good, two things come to mind immediately. The first thing of which are the effects. The effects in this movie are amazing. It was made in 1993, but somehow they still hold up, which is just amazing. That every single effect holds up for me. The dinosaurs are just as good as effects today. The T-Rex is terrifying. The second thing that comes to mind for me is the cast. The cast is brilliant and the characters are brilliant. Sam Neill as Alan Grant was perfect casting. Also Laura Dern, and Ian Malcolm. Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm is probably the highlight of this movie. He was perfect in the role. I think the cast does a very wonderful job of portraying the characters they're supposed to be, and every character for me works inside this movie. Not to mention, the story is also excellent and manages to have dinosaurs and monsters while still being very fresh and interesting. We get to see the humans grow throughout the film, which is pretty cool. We get to see dinosaurs, great effects, a lot of stuff. As I said, the highlight of this movie, I would say, are definitely the effects. The effects are really great, and all the dinosaurs look realistic. We get to see all these characters just experience this event. Even the kids are very entertaining. One's just just always wants to stick to Alan Grant. Basically, they are all of the characters are trying to survive through this island of giant dinosaurs, which sounds fresh and a very interesting movie, I guess. It's definitely a great movie overall, and the two kids are interesting, and overall this movie is, for a lot of the majority, it's a very, very, very great movie. Now we have my only flaw. My only flaw is the villain, Nedry. I think Nedry isn't a great villain and isn't a bad villain. I think he's just a very I was just annoyed with him for most of the movie, and he's just a big jerk. I don't like, I am really annoyed at him for most of the movie, and he's just mean to everyone and just escapes and turns his backs, and he's just really annoying. Now we have the acts. For me, Act 1 starts off a bit slow, but slowly gets better when we get to the park. Act 2 is when it starts getting real good. We get introduced to dinosaurs and an adventure. And Act 3 finishes very strong with the raptors and the T-Rex fight and the whole banner scene. That's my favorite moment. I would give Act 1 a 7 out of 10, Act 2 a 8 out of 10, and Act 3 a 9.5 out of 10. So overall, the acts are all decent, and I just love this movie. Even though the villain wasn't great, at the end of the day, I really love this movie, and for that, it gets a 90%.
I've decided not to endorse your park. So have I.